Welcome everybody to Alfa Art Gallery's 2023 NBAS Watercolor and Mixed Media Artist Interview Series. Today I'm joined by Medha Atre-Kulkarni, a Mumbai-born and trained fine artist. Medha, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks, Rebecca. I'm very excited about this interview. It's a very good initiative by Alfa Art Gallery to for the artists to share their work and about their work. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So to start off, tell me a bit about the pieces you've submitted, kind of why did you choose the work that you chose?
Yeah, I've submitted three of my watercolors, which it's fall season almost. So I thought I'll go with the fall theme. So there are two pieces that are fall themed, a bit on of my previous work. And then there's a peacock, which not necessarily is a fall theme, but it's just a different style that I wanted to show than my usual. So out of the three that I've submitted, I think the one of the first ones was the Cheercrow. Uh, it's of a scarecrow. I was chaperone, like I'd gone with my then third grader as a chaperone to one of the local farms for pumpkin picking. And at the entrance of the gift shop or the ticket counter was this, they had decorated this cute little scarecrow. So I took a lot of pictures with it, and then I painted it from home. So yeah, it has a memory of the trip, as well as I think it goes with the fall theme. And it was also one of the first pieces I submitted for a Garden State Watercolor Society, of which I'm a signature member now. The second one was Resting Rusty. Again, uh, it was a plein air painting event organized by Garden State in a farm in Princeton. And we painted, I think on the spot there, I actually painted a small stream or a pond like thing that was in the farm. But while painting, I came to know that the farm was going to be sold because the farmer had recently died and there was no one who could continue managing the farm. So on the way, after I painted the pond scene on location, on the way out, I spotted the truck uh, lying just unused there. And with the autumn season and landscape there and the condition of the truck, I guess both of them spoke of the overall condition of the farm, and probably how all of it was missing the its owner. Again, I took a few pictures of the truck and then worked on it at home from my home studio. Um, the third one is a peacock. Again, like a different style, not necessarily with the fall theme that I was trying to portray, but I've always been fascinated with peacocks to the point that as a childhood, on a family vacation, I in a farm, we were just walking, and I saw a peacock in a farm which had a cactus barrier, like a cactus fence. And I was just so fascinated by a peacock that I was wearing flip flops, and I just walked through the cactus fence with all thorns in my feet. So yeah, so I guess being I really like peacocks, so being as fascinated with them as an artist, I guess it deserves at least one peacock painting from me. So yeah, that's the peacock.
I love that. I
And
love how each of your pieces really is kind of tied to your identity in different ways. And that's actually a really good transition into our next question. Because as a mother, I'm sure you're constantly surrounded by inspiration. I don't know how
yes.
old your kids are, but I'm sure, like as you said, growing up, when you would take them to their field trips and everything, like there was always inspiration surrounding you. So what in particular drives you to create, would you say?
Yeah, I guess my kids are grown up now, teenagers, and into college. Like the older one is entering college. When they were younger, of course, they were my biggest inspiration for a while. So I have a whole series of portraits in watercolors done by them. You can see that's my niece, the one in the pink. But I had a whole series of three of them now. But it's always been, I guess, I decided to take up painting and teaching from home so that I could be with the kids. So also my studio happens to be my home. So I'm pretty much homebound, and I find uh, like whatever touches my heart or appeals to me, either that is related to the kids or while I'm on my errands or just my backyard or whatever small little outings we have as a family or so most of them I guess are moments or light or nature that inspires me on my local trips or my in general. I there are very few plein air events that I can attend with the kind of responsibilities I have at hand. Uh, Probably once the kids are a little older, I can go to more scenic spots where I can paint. But for now, flowers, nature, light, anything. I mean,
Understandable. And like you said, the pictures always do the trick for reference.
yes, yes. I think they are because I guess I'm always so short on time that like painting on location is a big time challenge. So photographs do help me to paint at my convenience, uh, like daytime, because I have to keep my work hours flexible to adjust with my kids' timings. So I paint it's like sometimes I paint during the day, sometimes at night. So photo reference always helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Um, it does flatten things out a lot, so you have to kind of be mindful and like try to work that out. But yeah, it does help. It has its benefits.
Definitely, especially because you have so much responsibility and not as much time. There's definitely like those time constraints. It's definitely the best way to go. So,
True.
being that you're such a big advocate for only creating within your means to prevent burnout and preserve your well-being, which I personally admire because I also do art, and so I know that that's the best way to create. What does your creative process look like?
Um, yeah, can I just go through? Just give me a minute.
Yeah, you can.
Uh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I was I would say I was quite a hard worker. And like before I should mention how I reached the process, the thought process that I have to give myself the time and paint only within the like so all over all these years I've been juggling trying to juggle it all, trying to exhibit, trying to teach several batches in person and online, also taking commissions for painting as well as prop work, and things just got, and then there was of course kids and home to manage. So it did take a toll on me, and I guess I learned it the hard way. So after like I had to take a break of at least a year or so long. I had to take it slightly on the easier side, and that kind of gave me um, perspective and some time to think about how I really want it to go. So I do believe that. I mean, however much all of us want to create in one go, as long as you're sincere and are honest with your practice. Everybody with the kind of responsibilities we have to work around um, how we can keep our practice going to at its best. So for now, my recent schedule is, for the time being, I've stopped teaching because it just doesn't leave me any time for creativity or like even to attend my own exhibitions or to pick them up. And I just uh, aim to paint at least for an hour or two as a practice, as a discipline, not beat myself if on days that I can't for other responsibilities. I'm still taking over commissions when commissions come in, depending on the deadline. I do work a full shift when that's when things get really crazy, because that's not my everyday routine. But yeah, I guess just trying to do the best I possibly can.
I really like that answer. It's very responsible of you.
Yeah.
I think more of us really need to start implementing that to actually be able to maximize the creativity that, can come out of us to do the best work that we can. So that's a really good way to live. So also I'd imagine that the culture shock that you experienced immigrating from India to the US was quite impactful, growing up in a STEM-oriented society with such a love for art and everything. How would you say your artistic journey was affected by the move?
Uh, yeah, I don't know if I should say. I moved here in 1999 after marriage. So before uh, moving to USA, I had already finished my BFA in from an art college in Mumbai, and I was working as an cell animator in one prominent studio. Um, I was like, I always was a hard worker, but then I guess as a with no other responsibilities of kids or marriage, I could put in the hours and was very proud of my career as an cell animator, where I was probably in the top 30 in the studio of 400 to 500 animators. Uh, so it kind of like when in 1999 when I came here, the H4 visa limits were a lot more stronger, so I wasn't allowed to work. Uh, so for someone who always was very career oriented, even like I used to illustrate for magazines or newspapers, even when I was in college. uh, Not the fact that I wasn't allowed to work was just beyond me. So I also like I had very like being new to USA, had very limited friends or people that I knew. So I started painting for myself. I also started like as I came to know a few people, there were a few neighbors who were interested in sending their kids just to learn art. So I started teaching, and then all was like actually lucky to get a few portrait commissions also then. So that's how instead of looking for uh, art job, I started into trying to find like do art from my home studio itself. um, then of course as kids grew, like as the kids have like were came along, I decided that was like home studio teaching and commissions worked better, where I could be more hands on available with them. And I guess I'm happy about the decision, because over the years, I'm just glad to be a part of their life and be more like there for them, basically.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Clearly, I
so
think
I guess,
well.
yeah. So just trying to do what I can.
Definitely, yeah.
Uh,
So,
yeah.
that's it. So my final question, I know that you're not as into teaching anymore, but as a teacher, that mentality, I'm sure, still follows you around. So what would be like the main piece of advice that you would pass on to your students also wishing to emerge as artists?
Yes, I think practice is the biggest thing. Practice, I mean, you cannot stress practice enough. I mean, with social media especially, and I think the younger generation can start comparing, like you have to be mindful that social media is just a way for you to put your art out and show it to the world, rather than comparing yourself to other artists. All of us have our stronger points and what we bring, so just be honest with your practice and do the best you can. And I guess we have our strong points and also luck. So whatever is the best for you, and your journey will happen. So
That was beautifully put. I love
enjoy
that.
the process.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, honestly,
Mhm.
that's some advice that's gonna even follow me now throughout my art career as well. That was wonderful. Thank you, Meta.
Thank you.
So that concludes the our interview for today. I'm gonna stop the recording now.